Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We got an MCI bus in here, 102 D-3, not DL3, D3, which means 40-foot non-steering axle in the back. The front end's erratic. It will raise all the way up to max height, and you're scared the airbags are going to blow, or it won't raise up at all. We don't know what the leveling valve's doing, so we're going to take a look at it and see if we can figure it out. It's probably going to be something super simple. I got an idea of what I think it is. We've got it in the shop. You can see it right here. I pulled it up close to the shop the other day, and it was way up in the air. I mean, the bottom of the black fender was probably here. So it was crazy high. So I pulled it in the shop, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank it up. We're going to air it up, and then we're going to get underneath and check the leveling valve out. Let's get in and fire her up. Get some air on it. This is the only thing that we're fixing on this bus today, is that customer doesn't want us to look at anything else. So as you can see, it shows we've got 120 and about 10 on the secondary tank, but I don't think that's very accurate because the low air light doesn't come on unless it's below like 65 psi. So it doesn't look like this gauge is very accurate right here. So we'll wait for the low air light to go out. Yeah, I don't remember on this old of a bus. I'm pretty certain the low air light doesn't come on until somewhere between like 65 and 85. It depends on which one is on this coach. So if that's on, then the air pressure had to be much lower than what it was displaying right here. All right, so it's popped off. So let's get underneath. A good way to test a leveling valve is this, to take that arm off right there. Let me zoom out. So what we'll do, the first thing you got to do is take this arm off. See how I've got it off? That loosens the leveler right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to push this down and see if it exhausts. I'm just going to hold it all the way down. And you don't hear anything exhausting. Nothing. Okay, what about raising up? So if I raise it up, yep. So if I raise it up, it is raising the bags up. So that tells me that this valve right here is not working properly. So if I push it down, hold it down, it's not exhausting. So that means it can raise, but it can't lower. That's a problem. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to spray it down too. I just want to see if it's leaking. As you can see, it gets much higher now. See that? We sprayed it down. It doesn't appear to be leaking at all. All right, so let's set you guys up. Let's see, let me get a light over here so you guys can see better in the pit. So we got to get this valve off now. You got to be careful when you're taking these lines off, especially standing in the pit. You got to make sure there's nothing under the bus or anything, because when this line comes off, the body's going to come down. Okay, I can get it off. So we got that one off. Now wait, let's gotta get this one off. All right, there we go. All right, so we found our culprit. Look, I just got some debris. So we pulled the fitting off out of the valve. And as you can see, it was stopped up full of this debris. And that was most likely keeping the air from coming back and being able to exhaust through the valve. Because this side goes to the airbags. The other thing that I want to show everybody is when you go to put these in, on the newer coaches, if you look in there, they take a different style of fitting. And there's an O-ring in there. You see that? On these leveling valves. You have to be careful that you don't over tighten these valves and damage that O-ring. You have to make sure that the O-ring is in there before you put the new fittings in. Because it's O-ring sealed, you don't have to put thread sealant on these. If you put thread sealant in there, it will get basically thread sealant in between the fitting or the O-ring and the fitting, and it won't seal up properly. Also on these leveling valves, this one is a check valve. So air can come in, but it can't come back out. We're gonna clean up this valve, and we gotta take this one off too. So these are special fittings on these newer ones. The way they screw in, it's like an adapter. So this adapter goes onto this fitting and then it screws in there. And again, if you're looking at the leveling valve, here it is. The lower one right here is the check valve. The check valve screws in. Let me move this out of the way. All right, so the longer one is the check valve. Check valve allows air from the tank to come in, but does not allow it to go back this way. So if your airbags are sealed up nice and tight, air can come through the valve and be exhausted through this port, but can't bleed back to the tank to run the air out of the airbags. So if you're getting a bus, you don't see no external leaks, you don't have any issues like that, but your front end keeps falling to the floor, there's a possibility that you have leaks elsewhere in the system, and this check valve is bad and it's allowing the air to bleed back to the tank. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go clean these up real quick. So now we're gonna stick it back up and we'll air it up and we'll test it again so I can show you guys how it works. I like to raise it up and put it back to where it was. You can kind of see the mark that the old one left. All right. So now it lines back up. Somebody tightened that on the line too tight. They didn't push the line in far enough down when they installed the fitting the first time. All right, so we got it in. So now I'm gonna crank it up and we're gonna air it back up again. I'm gonna leave this arm right here off for a minute. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crank the bus up, let it air up, and then we're gonna come down here and manually operate this valve to make sure it's functioning properly. So low air lights on again. The airbags are still completely deflated. There's no air in them. Okay? You can kind of see that it's still down. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise this up. It's always delayed, so you got to wait a second. See how it's raising up off the bump stop? Okay, so I'm manually filling it right now. So now I'm going to stop, and it should stop. And then now when I push it down, as you can see, it's coming back down to the bump stop now. See this? So now it's stopped. And there we go. So we know that the valve is working correctly now because we can raise it up and it raises the bus up, and we can lower it and it lowers the bus. I had to take one of the fittings off because I guess one of the O-rings was not formed correctly. So after I put it on and tightened everything up, I sprayed it down and I had a leak. So I had to take one of the fittings back out and replace that O-ring. Thankfully, I keep extras of those O-rings around. They're a special like flat, like a, what they call them, a flat face O-ring. They're not rounded like a normal O-ring. So anyway, I replaced that O-ring, got the leak to stop. But we know the valve is functioning properly because the bus will raise up and it will lower down, and I put it back to where it's supposed to be. If you change your leveling valve, you want to look at your owner's manual and you want to see what the normal ride height is and make sure you measure whatever manufacturer working, MCI, Prevo. If it's a J coach, if it's a D coach, make sure you check the maintenance manual, and you want to measure between the top plate and the bottom plate and get your airbag height, and you want to level the coach according to that airbag height. The last thing I will say is, I know this video is probably pretty short, but I get a lot of people that ask me about how do you look at a leveling valve? How do you check a leveling valve? The other thing that I get a lot is when it comes to the bus leaning. So you see this bus right here. All right, see how it's level across here, okay? If the bus was leaning towards this side, then it has to be the rear. If it's leaning towards this side, it has to be the rear. And the reason for that is because the front two airbags are plumbed together. If you noticed on that leveling valve, it had two lines. Well, on this bus, one line goes to the left bag and the other line goes to the right bag. So if you walk up there and take a screwdriver and stab one of the airbags and it has a hole in it, the front leaks together. It won't lean to one side or the other. That is for stability. The only time a front can cause a lean is on particular motorhomes when you can independently control the front airbags. And that's not very many systems anymore. I don't see very many systems that do that. There are some out there that do. Ridewell, there's a Ridewell and HWH system. A couple other people that will do it. But when you put it in road mode, the front airbags will go down together, and that's for stability. I hope you guys enjoyed this. That's how you diagnose a leveling valve. That's the simplified version of doing it. So I hope this helps somebody. I hope this answers some questions that I've been asked. If you have a question about a bus, how to fix it, how to repair it, put it in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, think about subscribing. If you like content like this, think about subscribing. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.